Namaste, Jai Bharat. Some of the reports which I just happened to see that there are about 70 lakhs of people out there in the street in America. They're out there in the street in America against President Trump. There was a time when everyone was very hopeful that Trump is going to do magic. Trump is going to create a kind of magic, as many people in Bharat believe that there is something called as Modi magic which goes on. And there are many instances to highlight in this regard that what are the Modi magics that happened in our nation. So people in the US they were expecting a kind of magic from Trump, and they wanted to possibly term it as Trump magic. But then at least those sensible in the United States are now realizing there is nothing like that magic. There's about 70 lakhs of people out there in the street against him. I don't know how seriously the demonstration goes, but then there are people against him. There are quite a few congressmen against him, and many of them have written against him. And is it the case that Trump is losing hold in spite of whatever it is? It's definitely the case that something is really gone wrong with him, that he has become very inconsistent and erratic and very fanciful, fantasy-based fantastic, and creating all kinds of commotions through his nonsensical expressions of anachronistic things. So this situation is very appalling for the Americans are concerned. The state is not functioning. That's another report that I happened to hear. The state is not functioning. No, they are facing money shortage. They have financial problem. They have debts to pay a lot, and they're not able to spend money for things. The Congress is not allowing money to be spent for many things, and things are in standstill. People are not getting salaries. Many are on compulsory vacation because the state is not able to pay. These are the stories that float in the air. And what's up? Is it collapse of the so-called United Fruit Company, as Pablo Neruda says? Neruda called in United States of America as United Fruit Company. That's one of his poetries, because he was in utter desperation. Many other expressions from his poetry, the Spanish War, Moors and thugs benign by bishops and duchesses killing the aeroplane. They were only gunpowder and fire, and then he says, children's blood flowing in children's way. That is a narrative of what these people have done. Not only to them, to many others, the many others in the world who created problem and then try to create difficult differences and then try to settle it in taking credit. That's what is going on these days. So this is not a welcome condition, welcome situation. See, America is facing internal problem. Apart from that, to make an icing on it, Trump is creating all kinds of nonsensical talks, and obviously no one is taking him serious anymore. In time, the people of America, the citizens of America themselves are gradually realizing that this man is going for a serious head-on collision with something more strong, something unthinkable. Head-on collisions and towards obvious self-destruction. So America is in turmoil, in spite of the world policing, dominating everyone, all these things, which need to be introspected by the people. The world will only watch fun. No one's going to come to the help of US, because no one really takes them serious and no one really likes them. I don't know if they ever have good friends in the real sense of friendship. I don't think anyone is really genuinely friends to that nation, except those who are conditional friends. Their friendship depends on the benefits which they're supposed to get from the United Fruit Company. Thanks to Neruda. We shall meet again. Namaste. Jai Bharat, Jai Siya Ram.